So if I hadn't have been through everything I've been through, if I hadn't have experienced all the pain that I've experienced, if I hadn't have gone through the trauma, the turmoil, the hurt, if I hadn't have gone through all the shit that I have experienced in my life, I would not be in a position where I want to help other people to live their best life, to feel their best, to never experience, hopefully, half the shit that I've experienced, because it was horrific. But at the same time, connecting the dots looking backwards, because we can only connect the dots looking backwards, I am grateful. I am grateful for my parents splitting up. I am grateful for having, a quarter of a year off school when I was 15 and hallucinating and vomiting every day for months, and going from counsellor to counsellor. I am grateful for my dad leaving when I was 6 and basically feeling like I wasn't worthy. I am grateful for my suicide that didn't fucking work properly and didn't actually kill me. My attempted suicide that actually was such a blessing. I am so grateful for all these things that have happened to me. Or for me, let's change that wording. They didn't happen to me, they happened for me. I am grateful for the car crash, that ended a long-term relationship for me back in England when I lived there, because I'm now in Australia. I am grateful for my knee being sliced fucking open and having a gigantic needle and a fucking cast and swearing to the top of my lungs in a fucking hospital at like 3 a.m. because I was like in such agony. And and then leaving and living in a flat like on my own with basically nothing but my own thoughts. I am grateful. Do you want me to go on? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's so much. I want to make this a positive talk, not a negative talk, but there is so much. I am grateful for my first boyfriend who I loved and felt like we were going to be together forever. I am grateful for the fact that he cheated on me in my first proper relationship. At the time, I lost weight, I vomited daily, I lost about a quarter of my body weight, and I was a complete wreck. But I am glad he did that, because all of this stuff, all of this shit that happens, it's building you. Think of it, of every little piece of shit, every big piece of shit. My dad, both my dad and stepdad, died before they were 60. I think it was 60. My dad, I watched take his last breath in front of me with his skin fucking falling off. All these things are absolutely horrific, but they are my armor. They are my armor. They are the strength that I hold now. All this stuff, I would never have had the ability to leave everything I ever knew and jump on a plane and pack a suitcase and leave all my friends, all my family, everything and everyone I've ever known, and in my mid-20s, and just leave and just go to the other side of the world, the furthest fucking place I could ever go in my life, the other side of the world, and leave everything. On what? And what promise did I have? What guarantee did I have? Nothing. I had no guarantee. I had no guarantee at all. But you know what? I had the strength to endure whatever was thrown my way, whatever was going to come up for me, whatever challenge that I was going to face. And believe me, I faced many of them. I faced the biggest challenges ever. The past 7 years, I've grown probably more than I have for the previous 17, Like, all of this has happened for me. And imagine if I had not have lived the life I'd lived, I wouldn't be in a position now where I'm doing and will be doing more of what I want to be doing, which is serving people, helping people, empowering people. I'm not meant to do mediocre. I wasn't born for mediocrity. I never was. But unfortunately, it's taken a long time for me to, not unfortunately, I'm only 34, give myself credit, I've done well. But, it's these wounds, these bags we've been carrying from when we're little, the things that happened to us, for us, etc. And if we don't process those moments and really, turn them on their head and see them in a positive light, it can be really hard. Life can be really hard. So it's about turning your wounds into your superpowers, all right? It's about turning that and reframing that. It's about going back into the past, looking back, looking at that hurt and pain, understanding why you're feeling the way you're feeling right now. And it's because of 99% of the time, something that's from the past that you don't even need to be carrying now. It's like going to the airport with 10 bags when you need one bag. We need to drop the bags, you know? We need to drop the bags. And it's time, okay? If it's time to rise, it's time to shine, it's time. We're all going to come to this point in our lives at a different time. Some of us will be 13, some of us will be 30, some of us will be 50, some of us will be 67. Whatever. Each to our own. But if you're watching this video right now and you feel like it's your time and you are sick and tired of something, you want to change something, you want to level up, you want to go to the next level, you're feeling stuck in some area of your life, or you're feeling frustrated, upset, you know, what about something, and you're over it, you're ready to make a change, then please reach out to me for an informal chat. Just a chat between the two of us. Just me and you and the space. Holding that space. Because you know what? That is priceless. I've seen psychologists, I've seen counsellors, I've been to all of these different things, right? But they don't, for me personally, it's not a fix. It's not a fix. There's other things that you need to do, alternative therapies, like one-to-one coaching, like healing yourself, like meditation, affirmation. There's so many things, hypnotherapy, timeline therapy, all these things I've learned in the courses that I've done with the NLP, with the hypnotherapy, timeline therapy, with the going back, right? It's time to put them into use. It's time to do this already. And if you're at a point now, like I've been, like loads of people are, but if you're at that point now, just allow yourself to be helped. This has been a big one for me, allowing myself to be helped. I was always the one going around helping everybody else. I was always the one shining my light and, you know, really holding that torch, right? But I didn't hold it for myself fully. There's one thing knowing your worth, and I've known that for a while. There's one thing knowing your worth and knowing how important you are, and I'm actually truly loving yourself, and I've done that for a while. But it's another thing, how do I word this? It's another thing really owning that and realizing that you've been carrying something around yourself. I've helped other people with their issues, right? But in actual fact, until very recently, I've been hanging on to stuff that I didn't need, and I'm still going to work on myself until the day I die, right? In this body, because life is eternal. This body, I will work on myself until the day I die. And when I say work on myself, I don't mean get my nails done and go to a fucking beauty salon, right? I'm talking about the inner work. I've been doing the inner work for fucking years, and it takes years. It takes effort, daily effort. It takes daily effort. Okay, you can't just give up. You can't just sit there and complain about something and do nothing about it. You've got to be prepared to go to the fucking gutter and rise out of that motherfucking gutter. All right? Is it easy? No. You have to be vulnerable. You have to be honest. You have to look yourself in the fucking eye and be really honest with yourself. But with the right help, the right support, with having your own back, with following through, with giving yourself what you need and honoring yourself in that moment, in every moment of every day, right? Leads to exactly where you're meant to be. Exactly where you are meant to be. So, if you're ready to start exploring what that would feel like, okay? I know it's scary. I've been there. But if you're ready to at least be open to having a chat about it and having a little discussion about where you are at. If you're ready for that, then reach out to me and I'll arrange to give you a call. And if you're not ready, you're not ready. This is the thing. You can't force anyone. Have you ever heard that saying? You can lead a horse to water, you can't make it drink. All you can do is shine your light, speak your truth, and hold the space. You can't do it for people. You can do it with, and you can support, but you can't do it for. I'm doing it with. I've actually got myself, you know, I joined up to courses 4 or 5 years ago, self-development courses. Next week I'll be doing my speakers presenters course again for the second time. You know, right now I'm working with a coach, which is great. It's helping me. You know, we all need help. Don't be so scared or so worried about being open that you hold yourself back. Okay, vulnerability is a strength. Tears are a strength. Showing your emotions is a fucking strength. I don't know about you, right? But have you ever, when I've seen my partner, right, when I've seen him upset and show his emotion and actually shed a tear, I've said to him, I've said, obviously it's a good thing, but I've looked at him with more love than I ever did before, because I think, wow, you know, someone that can show their emotion to me is so attractive. That's another story. But being open and vulnerable is so attractive. It's so genuine. It's so authentic. We're all fucking human. Man, woman, child, adult, black, white, English, Australian, African, American. We're all human. Human. You know? So, I'm going to leave it on that note because I'm just on fire and I need to go and do all sorts. But I just had this burning desire to share again today. Because when you're feeling it, you're feeling it. And I'm feeling it. So if you're feeling it, if you're resonating with this, if this has made you feel something you've not felt in a little while, if this has triggered something within you, please reach out to me and don't be afraid. It's not like I'm going to come round and put a gun to your head and try and reel you into my fucking net. I just will be there to hold space and talk with you and just see, where are you at? How can I help you? If I can help you. And allow yourself that space. Because you deserve that. We all do. All of us. All right. I hopefully will speak to you soon if this is you. If this is you. Bye, folks.